This week, Chelsea's family is making a move to a larger home with a whole new set of projects to tackle.
So get it ready for me. Get it ready. I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help. Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
9 years ago, Chelsea bought her first house, and we worked together to renovate it. Since then, her family has outgrown the house, and they're ready to make a move.
When I first bought our old house, I was single, and since got married, and we've had 3 kids, and the house just isn't quite suitable for our family of 5 lifestyle anymore.
With our kids now, 3 of them running around, they need a little more space to do the running around. And so we've decided to get a new house.
When we walked into the front living room, it just felt like the right place. It's like after Thanksgiving dinner and you unbutton your pants. You just get like a big exhale because there's so much space.
Lucy, you love the cabinet?
We brought the kids one time and they're just running around in circles, which the circles that could run in our old house are very small.
Wears them out faster.
Yeah.
So having a bigger living room and a bigger dining room, we needed more bedrooms. We definitely need 2 bathrooms in a new house.
At least.
Brandon wanted a yard because he grew up on a farm. The house was built in 1956 and has only had 1 owner. Even though it was well maintained, it hadn't really been updated in all of those years. And so that's important to me to be able to change it and make it the way I like it. And I like being able to have a blank slate like we have here.
I think the thing that put it over the top for me was it was just a very well-built home.
Dad knows houses really well. He used to be a home inspector. Ew! Brandon can have this bathroom. And when Dad came over, he was almost drooling. He was so excited at how well built the house was. Even after we move in, we won't be done updating the house. We don't want to do everything all at once. We want to be able to live there for a little while and see how we use the space and how it works for us and make updates as we see fit and as the budget allows. Brandon's in charge of the budget.
Chelsea is still figuring out what a budget is.
How do you spell budget?
Chelsea and Brandon want to remove the carpet in the house before they move in, but refinishing the hardwood floors isn't in the budget just yet, so we have some stuff to figure out.
You know, when I was in here before, I thought this carpet looked a lot worse than this. But,
yeah, it is in good shape, but you know, just knowing that it's older and knowing that there's hardwood underneath, we kind of wanted to take up the carpet.
The problem with that is you need shoe molding. You're not going to put shoe molding down now and then turn around and take it back up.
Right.
But heck, I think steam cleaning this, the walls look pretty good. Shoot.
I know, the paint colors in here are not offensive, so I'm
Right.
gonna leave it until I know what color I want to paint it. Okay, well, you know, the other bedrooms have different color carpet, which is a little more offensive.
Maybe that's where the ugly is then.
Yeah, lots of wrinkles.
Oh, yeah. And that's just an old color there.
I think we had this at your house growing up.
I think so too. Big question. Paint it?
I know, I think I'm gonna paint
Okay,
it.
people will
I know,
argue
they aren't
with
gonna
you
like
at
that.
about your own house.
I know. I mean, I'm not excited about painting all those grooves, but Mary Helen has requested rainbows for her room, so.
Oh, get a spray gun. Leave the carpet down.
Yeah,
Do all the spray painting, then pull the carpet out.
I think we're on to something.
Yeah. I like this.
I like that.
Big room. Nice room.
I know, it is nice.
But I'm anxious to hear what you're going to do with the baby blue bathroom.
Yeah, I'm thinking remove the wallpaper to start, paint it, I don't know, white or something, off-white. The tile in this bathroom really makes it look dated, but I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it. And so if I can decorate with the tiles and make them look intentional, then I think they'll add a lot of charm to this bathroom.
And Gus will love it, you know, because
The blue boy bathroom.
The blue boy bathroom.
Yeah, that he has to share with his sisters.
Well, what about some of the other areas? Well, obviously you're going to be painting in here.
Yeah, painting, remove the carpet, and change out the draperies.
That'll be pretty easy.
When we return the next day to start work, we begin in the blue bathroom.
This wallpaper really dates the bathroom, but fortunately it's also one of the easier things to remove in this space to freshen it up a bit.
You want to see if there's a date on the toilet? You know, I love those little tricks on how to tell how old a house is.
Right.
You can look for the inspection stickers, but
Yeah.
they used to not have those.
Okay.
But you can turn that lid over on that toilet, and almost always will tell you at least how old the toilet is.
And don't break the lid.
Don't break the lid. No. Then you have to use aluminum foil and paint it. December 29th, 1955.
That is an old crapper.
Just, no, we don't do that.
It's really funny, but it's a little crude.
It's crude.
Wait for me.
Why is this fun?
Why is it so satisfying?
As long as it's coming off,
Right.
there's satisfaction.
yeah.
But if you're sitting there for an hour and you don't get any further than that, yeah, there ain't no satisfaction.
Forget it. Let's
in
just
that.
paint the wall.
Never stand on the toilet.
Why? Have you learned that one the hard way?
Yes, never stand on the toilet for many, many reasons. The seat shifts one way, your booty slips the other, and down you go. And you got to replace this toilet seat.
I won't be doing any dancing up here. Oh, this is gonna look so nice. Painted a nice creamy white shower curtain maybe. Gonna make the blue tile look intentional.
Well, like I've said a lot of times, if you get started on a project and things go pretty well, the rest of the project goes well. We've got a big project ahead of us, so I'm glad to see that the first part of it was starting, for the most part, really smoothly.
Yeah, we're still talking.
Yeah.
Whenever you pour paint directly out of a can, it always creates a bit of a mess, right? It gets into the rim and dries into little crusty bits, or it winds up dripping down the side of the can. So here's how to avoid that. And all you need is a roll of tape. This happens to be painter's tape. Make sure it's at least 1.5 inches or 2 inches wide. Tear off a piece, maybe 8 or 9 inches long, and stick it to the edge of the rim, just like that. I'm gonna press it on really tightly. And this is important too. You wanna make sure it extends 1 inch or 2 past the rim of the can. Take another piece about the same length, and again, stick it down 1 inch or so. Just press it down. Then these little tabs you want to fold under, and that creates a little bit of a spout, right? All right, so I'm going to pour it right into this little roller tray I have here. We'll pour some in. Only need a little bit. I'm just doing a little bit of a touch-up. Okay. I'm just going to get that dripping paint off, just like that. And now, when you pull this off, you have a nice, clean rim.
Chelsea and her husband Brandon have a new house. It needs a lot of work, but for now we're making some small changes just to get them moved in. We've peeled the top layer of wallpaper in both of the bathrooms, and now we're mixing a solution to help remove the rest.
The wallpaper remover formula we're using is a little bit of wallpaper remover concentrate, a little bit of white vinegar, some baking soda, some hot water, and fabric softener. And fabric softener seems a little odd, but it actually helps keep the solution from evaporating too quickly so it can work its magic on your wallpaper.
While I apply the solution, Chelsea walks the kids home from school.
One of the things we loved about this house was that we would be able to walk the kids to their school, and less commute time means there's more time for them to be at home helping us around the house.
Pull it. Look at that. All right. Yeah. Whoa. That's cool, isn't it? Did you notice some similarities between me and Gus? How about that right there? How about that right there? No. Our attention span is about that big. Oh, don't throw it on me. Ah! Did your mama teach you that? You ready to get a snack?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's it.
we lose
That's
interest
the
real
only
easy.
similarity y'all have.
Yeah. Actually, I gotta go.
The next day, Bear arrives to help me install the folding attic stairs.
And I got a feeling we're gonna be around here a lot over the next few months.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of work to do around here. I'll get you to help me install the attic stairs, so if you could get that in. You need me to help you out on that?
No, I got
You
it.
got it? You sure? All right, now, I don't want to strain yourself there. There's so many odds and ends that we need to do to the house before you move in. I'm glad Bear's joining us today to help us out a little bit.
Amen to that.
Once we measure the stair unit, we mark those dimensions on the hall ceiling.
I'll tell you what, I'll get a drill and drill right up in here to see where we are. If you wouldn't mind slipping up there, make sure we're not going to hit anything.
Any heat.
The attic in this house is so big and so empty, it's the perfect place to store some of our stuff. But there's no easy way to get up there, so adding these attic stairs before we move in will be a huge help.
There's only one joist running through the space, so after I cut through the plaster, I began cutting that joist at either end of the opening.
Dad, why does it seem like this wood is a lot harder to cut?
Well, older wood like this, 60-year-old, it was slow growth, so it was more dense, and that makes it a lot harder to cut. Nowadays, the forests are growing so much quicker, it's a lot easier to cut. Plus, 60 years in an attic, you're going to get pretty hard.
Meanwhile, Chelsea has moved her attention to the living room.
The valances really aren't my style, so I'm getting rid of those, but we have really big windows in this house, and I'm gonna keep the curtains so that I don't have to figure out new curtains before we move in. I like the fireplace at our house, but the accessories in front of it, not so much. So as I'm removing the logs in there, I realized that they're actually homemade electric logs with a fake flame. So I'm kind of intrigued.
Oh, that's so cool. It looks like fire.
And I just can't quite get rid of them yet.
After we remove the joists that we need to in order to fit the staircase in there, then we want to create a box so that it's still very strong and doesn't compromise any of the original framing. And we want it just a little bit bigger than the size of the staircase so that we can slip it in and have a little maneuvering room.
Okay, good, make it nice and square.
What's a great trick to use 2x4s on either end, just so that you can put it in the opening,
Right.
so that you're not having to hold it while you're securing it. And a lot of people will take the screws, like deck screws, and screw all around it. That's not enough. You've got to go through steel plates with lag screws so it goes all the way into the framing, because it can be a lot of weight. Not only are you walking up the ladder, you're usually carrying something or coming down, so it's got to hold up.
Well, not me, but Brandon.
You know, I think it's kind of funny that at the end of the day, we usually assign the homeowners a few tasks to do.
I don't think it's funny at
and
all.
That's you.
I don't think I never thought it was funny, and I definitely don't think it's funny now. Now that I'm having to do homework, I have a lot more sympathy for the homeowners we work with on the show.
Here's another challenge. You got a whole bunch of
I
paint
know,
colors.
I thought it was settled, and then I had to go and test one more pot.
And I just think it was a good idea just to leave the carpet down, because now you don't have to fool with any type of drop cloths or anything else.
Well, and it's motivating me because I really want to see the floors underneath. So it's like, okay, you got to get your painting done first, and your reward is seeing the hardwood.
Okay, well, you sure you don't want me to help?
I think I got it. I've seen you paint.
Oh.
You know, there are a lot of DIY projects around your house where you need a really good ladder. And this ladder by Werner is a good option for you because it's got some really neat features that you won't find on your typical 6-foot A-frame ladder, right, Dan?
You're right. This is a wonderful new product they brought out. It's a multi-function ladder, and they call it the LEANSAFE.
Because you can lean safely on it. So let's talk about the features.
Some of the features, and I love them, wherever you're making contact against a wall, they have them padded. They even have a center point if you need to put it on the corner of your house.
Or a pole.
There you go.
You're not going to slip and fall to either side. Now look at this. If you want to close it or you do want to lean it up against the wall, all you got to do is push this together and it collapses, and now it locks in place so you can lean it. But let's do the best part. When you pull these together, you can lift this up, and your 6-foot ladder now turns into an extension ladder, and you can reach up there to change a light bulb if you need to, or clean out your screen and your window. So if you're in the market for a really versatile ladder, this is the one.
We're tackling a few projects to get Chelsea moved into her new house. Her homework overnight was painting my grandson's new room.
I finished painting Gus's room and pulled up the carpet, but what was underneath is not what I was expecting, so now it's Dad's turn to be surprised. I got it all painted and all covered in one coat.
It covered in one coat.
I did.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, well, it looks great, but I need your opinion on something else.
Okay. How about, and that was one coat? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Where's the hardwood?
I know.
Ooh. The hardwood's under it, though. I'll bet.
I know, but what does that mean for moving in?
I think an area rug's in your future.
I mean, I definitely want to get rid of this carpet just because of the color.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited. I finished my paint job. Yay, Chelsea. Here's your reward, your hardwood floors. Womp womp.
Well, that's the first of other surprises. It's okay.
Bear's been busy doing some odd jobs to help Chelsea get moved in, and she's got another one to add to the list.
Okay, Bear, I love the iron handrails on the porch.
They look good.
They do look good, but I don't love the security door and having to open 2 doors to get into my house. I carry too much stuff. So if we can eliminate the security door, but, you know, I can't make anything easy, I want to reuse this deadbolt on the wood door.
So we'll just relocate that up here.
Right, so just like a standard front door.
Okay.
Is that easy enough to do?
Yeah, about.
Screwdriver?
No, we have anchors here we have to grind off. Pull it up about 15 minutes.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I'm so excited.
We know that there's hardwood under the carpet in the living room, but we're not sure about the master bedroom.
All right, we got to pull this carpet up and see what's underneath after Gus's room.
I'll tell you what you do. I got some pliers. I'll trade a baby for some pliers.
We have one of those.
Come here, Lucy. And
Pop Daddy's gonna watch you.
then I would grab
Are you
right
gonna
on the
monitor
corner,
us?
and then
Yeah.
you guys just roll it back. No worries.
Okay, deep breaths, everyone. We ready?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Got some nice hardwood.
Are you
What do you
relieved now?
think? Yes.
Sometimes when you have a project that you really don't want to participate in, you'll try anything, you know? If y'all aren't going to use the carpet, what I would suggest, cut it in like manageable length, 6 or
Yeah.
8 feet.
Okay.
And I gotta go get a snack kit.
Yeah, I think so.
Me and her.
All right. I mean, do we want to reuse it downstairs in the workshop?
I don't think it's necessary. I don't think we're gonna use it in Gus's room either because he's easier to clean there too.
Yeah, if we can get that paint up. Well, even if we can't,
That's fine.
It's a-
I don't think Gus is bothered by some paint on the floor.
I don't think so either. Well, that might encourage him to paint more. Since the girls' room has this dark wood paneling, to paint it, I'm gonna have to do a lot of prep work, and I wanna prime it really well, but I also wanna spray it so I don't have to worry about all of those grooves. Oh my gosh, Dad.
You made fun of my painting skills yesterday, so I'm about to show you how it's done. Sprayer, brush, that's all I'm gonna need. And I got 2 of these and 2 of these. You're gonna be in the middle of it. So get it ready for me. Get it ready.
Priming the 60-year-old wood paneling takes some time, but once I'm done, Chelsea can apply the finished paint. After a few touch-ups elsewhere, they're ready to move in. Chelsea's new house will definitely meet the family's need for more space, but it will also provide plenty of opportunities for projects to improve and update it, something Chelsea obviously needs herself. So we made the changes necessary to get them moved in comfortably. The dated wallpaper is gone in the bathrooms, the carpet has been removed from the bedrooms, and the kids' rooms have been painted. Now, it's up to Chelsea and Brandon to decide what comes next.
One of the things I've learned in buying the second house versus buying my first house was there are very few things that are necessary to do before you move in. For us, painting the kids' bedroom was definitely a priority because I do a lot of my work at night when they're sleeping and can't paint in their room while they're sleeping.
We've had some conversations about what we want to do, and they're gonna cost some money, but
So, are you talking about a budget?
yeah. Remember
I don't understand
we talked
that.
about that one time. We had a nice sit-down meeting. Hopefully Chelsea remembers some of that. I do. And then we'll probably have to go over that again like a few more times.
All the moving and all the busyness of starting our new life in our new house and all of the ideas that are brewing about what to do here has really distracted me from wallowing in my sadness over the old house. So only joy moving forward.
You know, it's so cool to see Chelsea and her family so excited about this journey they've started on renovating this new home. And you know, it's great to have the opportunity to live in a home for a while to see exactly how you're going to use that space. She has a lot of work to do here, but we're going to help her every step of the way, and we're going to take you along on the same journey on future episodes of Today's Homeowner. Hey, thanks so much for being with me and Chelsea, and I hope to see you next week right here.
Next week, we're helping a young couple make the most of their home's tiny master bathroom.
What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine.
Yeah, that's our philosophy.
I love you.
Take a picture of me.